Hey guys, Iceman here, and what I'm about to show you is this Amazon that's a hybrid, and it works out quite well with the Chaos Sanctuary runs, and a hell of a lot of other things. In fact, you can run around the whole damn game and kill stuff. It's cool. Because not only does she do javelin damage and physical damage, but she also does lightning fury damage. And the Merc is wearing Reaper's Toll, so that casts Decrepify, which is such a damn good skill to have on your Merc. 33% chance. So 1 in 3 swings he's casting this. And it takes away their physical resistance by quite a damn bit. And perhaps more importantly, it breaks physical immunities as well. Which it's barely even essential for this character, because if you do have to deal with a physical immune, you could always just lightning fury them to hell, or charge strike them to hell. But once in a while you get a lightning immune that's also physical immune, so that's where it really comes in handy. But what's so damn cool about it, like I said, is just how it freaking diminishes their physical resistance, to where you just slaughter them with your bow, especially. Damn. Now, my Merc isn't even wearing armor, because I'm wearing his armor, which is Fortitude. Because my armor, which is Chains of Honor, is transferred over to my Sorceress, but I don't feel like transferring it back right now. So I just decided to go with it. But this build is so damn powerful, it's not even going to matter that he's not wearing his armor. He's still going to be able to kill shit easily, and most likely survive the whole damn run. But here's my gear. In Razortail, once you go Razortail, you never go back, okay? Compared to T-Gods for a Lightning Javelin Amazon. The Pierce is so damn destructive, because every time it pierces through an enemy and hits another, it'll release the Lightning Fury bolts again. So sometimes from one single throw, you get like 5 Lightning Furies out of it. If the crowd is really tight. You know what I mean? But let me show you how cool this build is, man. If you want something a little different, that's not just your standard Lightning Sorceress or Hammerden, this build is a good way to go. So here's my Lightning Fury. Kills things no problem. Now this is the current ladder. And it's 2018, and it's April. So, yeah, I found all this shit on the ladder and traded my way to it. I actually had a Breath of the Dying Ethereal Berserker Axe that I traded for this Faith bow. Now, this bow is not optimal for this build, because it's made in a Hydra bow. It would be ideal, I think, to have this in a Grand Matron bow, because you get a little bit more damage, less strength requirement, and you can get those +3 to Amazon skills on it, if you make it in the right one. So ideally you'd want that, I think. It's nice to have this Hydra bow, however, because you can throw it on your Merc and use Wind Force yourself and see how that goes, because there's higher damage that you can gain from that build. And I've experimented with that some, and I even made a video on it, I believe. And I might revisit that sometime in the near future. But yeah, you can just slaughter stuff with your bow, see? And I use strafe on left click to for when you're in the narrow corridors and stuff. Now I do have a teleport amulet right here. In fact, what the hell? I'll just get to where I'm going. It's nice to have one of these, because then you can skip navigating your way through those that sort of small maze that you have to deal with every time you want to enter the Chaos Sanctuary. So you could just teleport your way up here. And with this build, I mean, you switch to the bow, and you can just demolish most things, no problem. And I have almost everything in dex. A little bit of strength. My vitality base is like 120 or something. I think ideally I'd want a little bit more vitality It's just nice having some survivability. It makes the game a little bit more enjoyable. I really don't like being a glass cannon. Which is why I think Chains of Honor ultimately is a better armor for this build. And the 2 to all skills doesn't hurt either, because I do like to use the Lightning Fury when I'm wearing the Chains of Honor. But the bonuses on Chains is just so damn good, you know, in general. You get lifesteal, damage reduction, and of course the 65 res all, which is probably my most favorite mod on it, but just everything. And the cool thing about this Amazon is you benefit from just about every spec. In fact, you do benefit from every spec that's on Chains of Honor. It's not like putting it on a Lightning Sorceress, where you don't at all get to take advantage of the lifesteal, the 200% damage to demons, and the 100% damage to undead. You don't get to take advantage of any of those mods. Oh, small charm, but check this out. That reminds me, I found this small charm last run. Look at that. Toxic small charm of blight. So a prefix and a suffix of poison damage. 177 over 8 seconds. That's pretty cool. It's not extremely effective, but I mean, it's a pretty high poison damage from a small charm. Of course, higher do exist. I think they can go over 300. I saw one on this ladder. Some guy threw it in the trading window. It was 313 damage on a small charm. I wasn't sure back in the day if those were hacked or what, but it's legit, you know? I saw it on the ladder anyway. In fact, don't get me wrong, but, or don't quote me on this, I could be wrong, but those might even be able to go upwards 500 damage. I'm not sure though. Wire fleece. I made my Chains of Honor in a superior wire fleece. A 14% that I got lucky in finding. And this Fortitude, I was fortunate enough to find this one, which was 13% enhanced defense. Really strange. I found it in the very game that I created to trade for a nice 40s armor. So I found that superior Great Hauberk, and I decided to just go with it. Yeah, like 5 minutes into the game, before anyone even joined, I found that thing. You know, and I was prepared to trade an Ist rune, maybe even a Gull rune, maybe an Istmal for a nice armor, so it totally saved me that. But as you can see now, this isn't designed for Magic Find. I really don't care much for Magic Find in the latter realms, because the runes are so much more valuable, and you don't gotta waste your gear on Magic Find stuff. If you get the runes and socketables, that's all you need in the economy on here. So just make a character, if you want to go that route that I enjoy going, make a character who's just freaking optimized to murder a lot of stuff fast. And that's what this build is. Of course, my mercenary doesn't even have his armor on. And I'm blobbling this whole video, so that certainly took away some time. You know, I wasn't 100% focused on just the gameplay. So this character can really burn through this. And it's a different build, and it's fun. You know? But yeah, if you want to get rich on the ladder, and if you join it relatively late, make a character like that over the Magic Find ones. Because the Magic Find ones, the problem is if you just keep running the bosses and trying to get high-end uniques, the highest of uniques basically are going for like a high rune max. And that's very rare. Like I traded like an Ist for my Wind Force. You know what I mean? In an Ist, I mean, I've started to gather quite a few of those. So that's the problem, is you just become burdened with all these pretty damn good uniques. But the problem is at this point, everyone on the ladder already has them. And they're all tossed on some mule in a stash. Like everyone has their share of Vamp Gaze, of Shakos, of Akis, of to the point where you just start leaving the stuff on the ground. It just gets so freaking burdensome. And of course, in Diablo Remastered 2, if that comes, and I hope it does, or something different, like Diablo 4, just a huge expansive stash of rock, character shared, and Diablo 3 got that right to some extent. But of course, I still wouldn't mind more. But just if you want, you can try out this build. Here's the skills that I've added. It's not perfect. But I mean, basically, the only bow skill I use is multi-shot and some strafe as well, but 1 point in strafe. Get multi-shot around level 18 or so. It's kind of what I find preferable. Or preferable. And passive and magic skills. Got my the Valkyrie pretty high. And then max Lightning Fury and Charge Strike. Makes for a fun build. Yeah. And once I get my Chains of Honor back for my Sorceress, I can do some World Stone Keep runs, maybe even run Bell. But yeah, you can do the Pits, the Travicle as well, or the Travincle. Yeah, kill the Council, stuff like that. So, hey guys, if you will, like this video, all right? I'd really appreciate it if you do, and if you subscribe to the page as well. Been playing me some Diablo 2, and many more videos to come on that, all right? I'm the Iceman. Peace be with you. Thanks for watching.